What's up, YouTube? Smooth Cat is back. Colossal Boxing Talk here with Floyd Money Mayweather versus Manny Pacman Pacquiao pre-fight show. We have a special guest on today. Introduce yourself, guest.
Big D, Dan Martinez right here.
I was going to say pause.
It's your boy
uh,
Big Cool, also with Colossal Boxing Talk. And we here to get him.
okay. Also, we just got joined by another guest. How you doing, Mr. Martinez?
Hey, churns. I hear churns.
Manny.
Is that Manny Pacquiao?
Okay. Go ahead, JG. Introduce yourself.
222. I 222. I do for the fans. What's up? It's John G. I'm here. I'm ready to talk some good boxing.
Okay. And you know how we started off with the guests. So first and foremost, Mr. Martinez, Damon. Who's your all time favorite fighter and why?
My all-time favorite,
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Okay. Is it
I'm ready.
is it because he's just ferocious?
Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson represents a lot in my life personally
Okay.
as well as historically. I mean, we're talking about a 19-year-old that wreaked havoc on the heavyweight division until he was 21 years old. All right. I'm talking about took 3 belts. Right? And a lot of people like to go back and forth and talk about how well he just knocked out Dominicans and bums. Now these are grown men. You know what I'm saying, with records. They earned those belts. Berbick, he earned his belt. Tucker earned that belt. You know what I mean? And Tyson just came along and swept the division within 2 years. The youngest heavyweight champion of the world. I mean, that's my pick. Other than that, Joe Louis.
Okay. Manny.
Joe Louis was
Sorry about that.
master inside the ring.
I agree. He really was.
Yep.
And people like to
Big Cassius Clay.
Cassius Clay would have got his ass whipped by both men.
He back.
I don't know
That
about
boy
that.
look like a pit bull.
Are you stupid, JG?
Cassius Clay was nice on his feet. That's about it. You know what I mean? But you gotta understand too, these guys went. Joe Louis was what, 183 when he fought, 185. He's really in between light heavyweight and cruiser.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cassius Clay was 67 when he was on the scene. So he was another guy. He was only light heavyweight, but he was tall.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Louis was bricks. And Joe Louis would get right into your pocket, make you miss, and counter you.
He did.
And you going down. Mike Tyson had the same upper body movement going down. Cassius Clay was he was a showman, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away his boxing abilities or skill. But Cassius Clay was more about, you know what I'm saying, putting it out there, which was a good thing because it commercialized boxing. Yes, I'm Cassius Clay, I'm here. I will take anyone on. He made media. Cassius Clay made media in boxing, in my opinion, personally.
Yeah.
So that's what he was relevant to boxing. Important.
Okay.
He was a bad motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. He was a bad motherfucker, man. Cassius Clay had skill.
All right. Well, we gotta check. See Manny views. Manny. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going through technical difficulties with Manny. So with that said, let's get to the May 2nd card this weekend. As we know the big fight is happening, but let's speak on the undercard a little bit. And one of the fights I'm actually interested in myself is Brad Solomon in his return bout, it'll be an 8 round bout against Adrian Granados.
Yeah, welterweight.
Right. So let's start us off, JG.
Say that one again, dog, because I was actually looking at our picks for this week. We talk
Okay.
about the undercard. Which fight was that?
Brad Solomon versus Adrian Granados.
You know,
No,
the funny thing is, I hear a lot about Brad Solomon. I've actually never. I know that I know that you did a video on Brad Solomon, uh,
Right.
like Forgotten Fighters, right?
Uh-huh.
So I've never actually seen him live. So I gotta check him out. But you did an excellent video on him. Um, Honestly, I don't know too much about both guys, so that's probably something if I do catch it, where sometimes you just learn something about somebody just watching them live, and next thing you know, you watching them again, and you learn things from 'em. So it's probably better if one of you guys comment on him or on that fight.
Okay. One last thing, we go have to relapse a little bit. Welcome, Dwight. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Can you
Uh,
hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool.
Okay, how we started off is actually a question. Who's your all time favorite fighter and why?
Uh, Man, that's a good question. It's between Pernell and Evander Holyfield. Um, and it's those two people because the main fights that we know them for, they were smaller than their opponent, and it never mattered. And I'm a small guy, I kind of can relate to that.
Okay, hold on. Somebody playing music. I can't hear. Sorry about that. And now, who did you say?
I said it's between Pernell and Evander.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and I said it's between those two cats. They brought me to the sport, and then number two, they always was smaller than their opponents and found a way to get it done.
Okay. Manny.
Yeah, right here.
All right. Same question. Who's your favorite fighter of all time and why?
Uh, I'm gonna have to go. I'm a little bit new school, man. I'm gonna have to say, Oscar de la Hoya.
Okay. The Golden Boy.
Yeah, I grew up watching him. I'm from East LA too, Mexican American. Kind of the same story. Mom passed away from cancer. Same story here. Man, just grew up idolizing this dude.
Okay.
Uh, that's East LA. That's the hero from East LA.
Okay. Um. All right. Well, we're gonna get into the Chris Pearson versus Saeed El Harak fight. I'll start with Dwight. What's your take on that fight?
On what fight now?
Chris Pearson, with the money team, he's going up against a guy named Saeed El Harak.
Man, I've seen Pearson a couple of times. I've never seen his opponent. I have no idea.
Only thing I can say is, I mean, I'm actually not too familiar with Harak myself, but I know Pearson is a highly skilled fighter. So I look forward to him going in and putting on a boxing clinic.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know much about them two cats. I mean, like I said, and the crazy thing is the only time that I've seen Pearson is sparring, which like on the YouTube videos where they show him
Right.
sparring, but I've never seen him as a pro, and I've never heard of his opponent. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean these unnamed opponents they do make it kind of hard to cover things.
Yeah.
Damon, what are your expectations from Chris Pearson? Would be a better question.
I know who he is.
Really?
I heard the name, but
Okay.
I ain't even gonna front. I'm never gonna sit here and pretend. Be like, yeah, I know about that motherfucker right there. I don't know.
Hey, can y'all hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he going in and out, but I can hear him.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead, Big Cool.
Pearson fought Leonardo Tyler. What's his name? Tyner.
Yeah, Leonardo
Yeah,
Tyner.
Yeah, Tyner.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's a fight he got knocked down, I think, once or twice. But I think Pearson should win. I never heard of his opponent, but I think he should win a comfortable decision or a late round stoppage or something. I don't know.
JG.
now I remember saying, I think a while ago, it was us three talking, and I was talking about how Mickey Bay might be the best fighter the Money Team has. You guys told me that Pearson was. So I haven't really seen too much of Pearson as well, so I'm looking forward to what he brings to the table because he has a lot to live up to. Because you guys said he's better than Mickey Bay. Mickey Bay is okay, but I think I mean as far as what I've seen of the Money Team fighters, he's the best one. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Pearson does. Now in the league prediction league, I got Pearson taking this one by unanimous decision.
Meaningless.
My bad. I got him by TKO 8. So hopefully, this is the fight where he gets the guy out of there. And he's working on finishing guys, and then he can probably steps up. He can work on longer fights and against better opponents.
Where I see it, if you made it on this undercard,
Huh?
I said the way I see it, if you made it on this undercard, you're going somewhere, or somebody wants you to go somewhere.
True.
I agree.
Things about to happen for you,
True. I agree.
so you need to perform. You know what I
Indeed.
mean?
Who's next up? Mr. Leo Santa Cruz versus Jose Cayetano. It seemed like the undercard against it's a named fighter versus unnamed guys is what I'm catching thus far.
Yeah, Leo Santa Cruz, man.
He's garbage.
Ever since I saw him on that fight, I think it was last year on like CBS.
He looked bad.
Yeah. Ever since then, I think he's tough, throws a bunch of punches, but nah.
I was saying before you got into the call that 3-4 years ago, Leo Santa Cruz, he wowed everybody. You know what I'm saying? He jumped up on the scene, volume punching, 1,000 punches a fight. This guy right here.
Yeah.
But he's never accelerated or propelled himself to become a better boxer. He just stayed on that plane, and that's it. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
agree.
Hey, man, what's your take on Leo Santa Cruz?
I mean, that's like he's probably gonna win that fight easy, but I mean he's not fighting anybody, bro.
Nobody.
He's just ducking people, man, like left and right. And now he's talking about moving up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hearing he's supposedly moving up to fight Abner Mares.
Yeah, I don't. Even if he takes that fight, I think Abner Mares beats him.
I don't, you know what? My only thing with Mares, he hasn't looked the same to me ever since the Johnny Gonzalez fight. He hasn't looked like himself.
Gonzalez took something from that man's soul.
He did.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
It's
A
crazy.
one-punch uppercut in the first round, and you're Abner Mares, something was taken from your soul.
What's the dude's name that he fought at 118? That the real slick dude that everybody was saying was like the next Pernell Whitaker.
I know what you're talking about. I'm looking at.
I can't think of his name. But what I was getting ready to say was ever since that fight, I felt like dude just hadn't been the same fighter. But that dude right there, I thought was going to be something at that time. Once he beat that southpaw.
I think I did a show on him. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of it for some reason.
He got good boxing skills.
Right.
Like you say, he's slick. And Mares kept forcing him in the corner.
Mauled him.
What the hell is this? You know what? I'm gonna find it.
I'm bad with names. Anselmo Moreno, right?
Yeah, Moreno.
Yeah. Because I thought he was a pound for pound kind of cat, and I was wrong.
He was ranked pound for pound. He was in the top 10 for a while.
He was like 7 or 8 when he fought Mares, and he got handled real good.
He did. But overall, that's like the other fight on this card. Lomachenko versus.
That's my dude.
Hey, that's my guy too. But yet again, he's fighting the opponent. I mean, nobody knows.
It's not his fault though.
In the case of Lomachenko, I understand he early in his career, so even though he got a title, he came out fighting better opposition than some guys who had already 20 fights. So I don't too much blame him for what's going on. But I think the Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux train is getting rolling.
Man.
Hopefully.
I mean, I think as far as skills, I think they're the same. But I do think the size difference is going to be too much. But I think as far as boxing skills, I think they're the same. And that's saying a lot to me.
Chanko's a big dude. For the weight class that he's fighting in, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about that. But I mean, I think guys are jumping on him too early. Way too early. Salido handled him quick. Even though it went 12 rounds, but Salido was doing things to him that weren't supposed to be done.
Yeah, he dominated him.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that this guy just pops up out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying, from the Ukraine a week before the war. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting Orlando Salido.
Right.
Yeah.
And they got handled.
Well, Miguel Cotto tried to do the exact same thing. He wanted to fight a top 5. He wanted a world title shot within his first 5 fights. Bob Arum wouldn't let him do it. He said that like Duran took like 30 to 40 fights, and he named somebody else. So it's like a lot of these fighters, they think they're good enough to fight for a title within 5 fights. I mean, so I can't knock Lomachenko for trying to do it. I think that he wouldn't sign with Top Rank unless he got it though. He wouldn't sign with nobody.
Yeah, he wanted a title shot in his first fight.
Right.
You know what though? No. His first pro that is what he wanted originally in his first pro fight.
Right.
But in his first pro fight, he beat the mandatory challenger.
Right.
To get the shot at Salido.
Yeah.
And the crazy part, I mean, that's like us here, the CBT guys. We was kind of making a joke on the show about Lomachenko had only fought 1 fight, and he had already fought better competition than Gary Russell all his career at that time. We were actually making that joke.
Gary Russell sitting around for 4 or 5 years, and Lomachenko's already at Salido. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you get to Salido, it means you about to go places.
Hey, I'll be honest, man. I want to see Lomachenko eventually rematch Salido and Gary Russell.
You know something? I watched that Gary Russell Jr. fight, and I tell you what, Gary Russell Jr. did a lot more work than people give him credit for.
Yeah, I think he learned from that Lomachenko defeat, and he should thank Lomachenko. He humbled him somewhat, and I guess refocus. Got him to refocus or whatever, whether it was intentionally or not. He found his focus again, and he looked really good against what's his name, Gonzalez.
Well, Gary said he was drained, and it looked like he might have been when he fought Gonzalez because he was putting power behind everything.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. I thought I was the only one who looked at him and thought he looked drained against Gonzalez.
No, he was talking about against
Roman,
Lomachenko.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
who
yeah,
get
Well,
yeah.
excuse me, I am the only one then.
Yeah,
nigga
no,
green or drunk?
no, Drain.
Green.
No,
Yeah,
no, not drunk, Damon. Drink.
weight drain.
Hey,
I'm looking at him right
Manny,
now. Like,
what's your take, Manny?
Chenkos get back to his size. You know what I'm saying? And Russell was still putting in some good inside work. Chenko was supposed to run right over Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. did not let that happen. You know what I'm saying?
He started well in the first couple rounds, in my opinion.
I mean, and Chenko was hitting him with sledgehammers, and Russell Jr. wasn't going nowhere.
He
He's
got a
tough.
chin. He got a chin.
You
Yeah,
know what I
he's
mean?
tough.
And
Yeah.
if you children,
Yeah, but Manny, what's your thoughts on the whole Lomachenko and his fight?
Uh, I mean, first of all, like you was talking about the Salido fight. Yeah, he got dominated. He got worked. Salido was working the body good. But you gotta give him some credit though. He hurt him. He hurt him at the end.
he did.
Lomachenko hurt him. He had him. You would have given another minute at that fight. He probably would have knocked him out. But I mean, the kid's good, man. He has potential. He's got a long way to go though. But he's got potential. He's got the size, and I mean, he could do things in the sport, man. As far as the fight goes, he's gonna win. Probably knock the guy out.
yeah, within at least 5.
Yeah, he should. He should.
I'm
He
thinking
will.
within 5.
All right, JG, you got anything you want to touch on with Lomachenko?
I mean, I know he got a long and immature background, and I mean, honestly, like the more I'm looking at this card, the more I'm realizing that like Damon was right as far as you got guys who they want to be seen. So who's Lomachenko? Is Lomachenko? Who's he with? Who's his promotional company?
Top rank.
Top Rank. Okay, Pearson is with what? Is he with Floyd Mayweather Promotions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he with TNT or whatever.
Okay, Santa Cruz is obviously he's managed by Heyman. Is
Yeah,
he a promotional free agent?
yeah.
Okay, so all of those guys are wipeouts. Jesse Hart, Top
Top
Rank.
rank. Yeah.
Exactly.
Watch out for
I
that
mean,
dude.
that's probably the better fight on the card. But
I
like,
agree.
but the thing is like it's like I mean, besides that one, it's all wipeouts for I guess the sake of making the promotion happy between Top Rank and Floyd Mayweather Promotions. So
Man, you
that's probably like if it had Golden Boy, like the thing about Oscar missing out of this equation is that we're not getting the undercard that we want because see Oscar would have decked this undercard, no question.
and rightfully so. We deserve to have a top quality undercard. Not to cut you off, but we're gonna be dishing out $90 to $100, man, and we barely gonna make it through the undercard. We love boxing, but it's only so much we can take of continued mediocrity on a card. It's gonna be one mediocre fight after another, and if the main event don't live up, then we're gonna be like,
What the fuck
can
did I
we get a
spend
can we get a
$100?
refund?
Right.
That's a good point though. How did Golden Boy Promotions get bumped out of this equation?
Al Heyman.
How?
Yeah, he's trying to sue him now too.
What you say, Dave?
Actually, I don't even know if it's Al Heyman. Because, and this isn't even to take sides, I don't think any of them like Oscar. I don't think that, I really don't think that Bob Arum likes him either.
I agree.
So you just got to
Oscar seemed like he's on the fence, like he two-faced, like he's just with you for the moment to benefit him, and then, whenever he's used you up, it's like, well, you can go on about your business.
Right. It's like I feel like Oscar put on really good undercards. But other than that, he kind of, it's like Bob Arum don't believe in undercards. He said it. The undercards don't sell. And then, Heyman don't give a fuck about an undercard. So it's like the only person that would put up an undercard is Oscar. And don't nobody fuck with Oscar. So
Yeah,
True.
but if you go on any Spanish channel, Deportes, Golden Boy Promotions puts on good fight.
and Tyson does too.
But you get him on the mainstream, Golden Boy's not there. He's null and void.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, they lack of fighters now. They don't have a lot of fighters other than Matisse and Khan, and Khan saying his contract might be in dispute with them. So,
They're trying to get
you know,
paid.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just, man, I don't know, man. It's just kind of
My
we got
thing
to let
is,
it play out.
you build up Canelo Alvarez, right? You build him up, and then right before the fight comes, you check yourself in the rehab.
Cars.
That's
Negative right
Oscar. That's Oscar being selfish, you know. Even though I'm not gonna argue if he really needed to do it, then I salute him for doing what he had to do. But you knew you had a problem from the get go. Why not just make the fight, and then go off into the
Right.
back instead of coming a day before the fight or whatever it was. So you know what, I'm going to rehab. You never
there.
know how to.
Fighter out there to the wolves, talking about, oh my God,
I don't know, man.
I mean,
wait,
that's the truth. Think about something like graduating high school or something, and like your parents is like, hey, I was gonna come, but I gotta go to rehab right now. You
get
just
this
be like,
right. And
Are you
you're on the
serious?
graduation line, you know what I'm saying? You got your cab, and you're like, what's my parents? Oh yeah, by the way, they went to rehab.
yeah,
Yeah, like
Well,
come on now.
I never. I never thought of it that way. I always thought it was a power play by Richard Schaefer and them to get his ass up out of there. I feel like they probably blackmailed his ass right before that fight to go to rehab. Like,
That
I
man's
mean,
got
because
problems.
you see
They
how things
did.
fell apart,
No, but
huh?
JG, when you say that, I don't think so because Oscar has been embarrassed. I guess as much as he gonna ever be with the whole drag situation. So what more could they have done, to really, blackmail him or get him to fall back off the scene? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm
hey,
and
not
then
I'm
hey,
not
bruise
hey,
him.
His
breaking
company.
I'm not
only thing
breaking
I'm
him.
gonna say, boxing is a dirty game, and people will stoop to extreme lows to get their point across.
And
But
50
Oscar,
these are boxing gloves with high heels.
but it's obvious, boxing. Oscar was with the infidelity on his wife, the drag and stuff. I'm not trying to bash him or nothing. I'm just saying, like, this is stuff we know about him, and he still hasn't, fallen back from the spotlight. So I don't really, unless it's something really horrible, I don't know what it is that could get him to, just up and leave like that. Other than him probably being selfish or, really, really needing to go to rehab at that moment in time
I
instead of
gotta
the 2
do it
months previous.
right before. My fight is about to fight Floyd. So he went out and bought a fucking what? 14 grams. He bought a half a fucking ounce. Went crazy at the hotel. He was like, I got to rehab. This is stressing me out. You get stressed out, you don't buy cocaine. You just don't do it. Especially when you're about to have a multi-million dollar fight. You got your guy, you right there. I can his face. Hey,
Yeah,
Uh, I can't hear Damon for some reason.
Yeah, he was kind of going in and out.
But but let's get to we about to get to the main event, y'all. So this is the part where we gonna let y'all give a breakdown to what both guys need to do to be successful and your prediction. I'll start this with Manny because I haven't too much heard from I haven't heard too much from him today. Hey Manny,
Yep.
all right, what does Floyd Mayweather need to do to win, and what does Manny Pacquiao need to do to win, and who you got? Once you break it down.
I got Floyd, man. Uh, he just gotta be to win. He's gotta be Floyd. Like he's gotta do what Floyd do, counter. You know, stay off them ropes. And you know, Manny's gonna throw combinations. You know, he's gonna do what he does and shit. I just feel like Floyd's bigger, Floyd's stronger. Uh, uh I just feel that. I think Floyd's faster too, man, and I think he's gonna stop him. Probably
Well, I
by
hope.
the Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him by the 11th or 12th round. He just that right hand's gonna if Floyd wins, that right hand's gonna land all night.
Yeah, he better stop him, man. Because before y'all let the White and Damon go, before You know, he better stop him or he gonna lose a decision because you know it's Manny Pacquiao he fight.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get Damon. Damon, break down the fight, what they need to do, and who you got. Yeah.
No,
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I heard him.
either.
You heard me?
Hey,
Yeah.
Mike, tell him to go out and come back in.
Hey, Damon, exit out and come back in. Uh, Dwight, what's your breakdown for what both guys need to do to be successful, and who you got winning?
All right. I'll start off with Manny. I I think that for him to be successful, obviously he needs to land the left hand. Um, but I think it's kind of complicated. Obviously, you know, you're fighting against Floyd. I think he needs to stay busy. I think he needs to. What I really think would be interesting would be if Manny kind of mirrored Floyd a little bit and started off kind of slow, because Floyd will start off slow, because we all know that Floyd likes to finish strong around like round 6, round 5, round 6.
Right.
If he starts off a little bit slower, not like Madonna did in the second fight, because Madonna tried to throw less punches so he wouldn't get tired, and it didn't work. Cause, you know, obviously Madonna in the first fight, he threw a bunch of punches the first 6 rounds, and he slowed down. I think maybe he's going to fill Floyd out some, the way that Floyd is trying to fill him out. And then I think for him to win, he's going to need to pick up his pace in the second half of the fight, opposed to the first half of the fight. Now, I think with Floyd on the other end, man, this fight is so tough for me to try to break down like that. I think Floyd, I think he needs to come in behind his high guard, not try to shoulder roll as much. And I think that since he's going to start off slow the first 3 to 4 rounds to figure him out, I think if he's going to do that, then he needs to figure out how to land to the head and not to the body, because they don't count the body as much. So that way, if he's going to win rounds, at least, you know, it looks like he's doing something. Now, who do I have winning? Surprisingly enough, I got Manny winning. I actually think that what's going to happen is that it takes a little while to figure out Manny. And I think that he's going to give up the first 3 rounds while he's figuring him out. He's going to turn it on in the 6th round, and it may just be too late.
Okay.
So that's pretty much my prediction.
So you got like a unanimous decision, split decision?
Majority.
I got a split decision and possibly a draw, only because what I think is going to happen is I think that Floyd is probably going to win round 7 through 12. But what literally may happen is that Floyd may win 1 round in the first 5 or the first 6. And he's going to figure it out in the second half if he doesn't get stopped in the first half, because while he's not throwing as many punches as he usually does, and he's trying to figure Manny out, Manny's going to have his full power and his full speed in the first half of the fight. And I do think that he will slow down. And I do also think that when Manny starts taking his breaks, that Floyd won't be taking his breaks by then. So I think that Manny's going to win the first half of the fight, and then Floyd's going to dominate the second half of the fight, leading us to want to see it again. But I think Manny wins.
So you sound kind of thinking it's like gonna be like Lamont Peterson, Danny Garcia, like
Yeah.
type of. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually what I see. I see you over there, Damon.
Right. Hey, he got the sour face on.
The fuck this dude talking about?
All right, Damon, go ahead, give your take.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. The way I see it is like this. Before, I was leaning towards Floyd because of the whole Vegas. He's got the money. He's got everything he's got going on. So, being half Puerto Rican Irish, I'm like, there's got to be a conspiracy somewhere. Someone's getting paid off. You know what I mean? However, I got to thinking about it, and I was talking with a coworker about it. Manny Pacquiao was a hero to millions, whereas Floyd is on the opposite end of the fence. People want to see him go down. Manny Pacquiao has an entire country backing him up. All right, he's also a religious figure. He's a pro basketball player now, a movie star. He's a congressman. You know what I mean? All of this is weighing on his shoulders. He's got to go out there and do this. So I think from round 1 to round 6, we're going to see Manny as a buzzsaw, just doing it. And I think it's gonna be shocking all for Floyd. I think Floyd's gonna get stunned a little bit, and I won't be surprised if Floyd hits the deck. Now I can also see Dwight's version, where Pacquiao just kind of kicks back a little bit for 2-3 rounds. Pacquiao's not known for kicking back. He's known for that bell ringing, going out there to put in work. It's different though. You know what I mean? Right now it's different. He really wants to fucking do something to Floyd. He wants to take that O. He wants to be that dominant. My question is, how is Floyd gonna time Manny's speed? Everybody's worried about timing Floyd. Floyd's gonna be on his back foot. Manny only comes forward, and he doesn't come forward with a 1-1-2. 1-1-2, 3-4. He comes with a barrage. You know what I'm saying? And he's gotta get in there. That's the message. You come from 118 pounds, you make it 147. You got 10 belts, 8 divisions, all right? 4 interim titles. You're going in against Floyd Mayweather with the country behind your back and the rest of the world behind your back. I think now I'm leaning towards Pac. I think Pac's going to shut him down. I think I agree with Dwight. And if he does get appointed, and there's going to be that. Wait a second.
I couldn't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah.
All right. I agree with Dwight. That if Pac outpoint Floyd Mayweather Jr., we're going to see a draw. They're not going to give him a no. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to take away Floyd's O. We're going to see a draw. And Pacquiao's going to come out as the winner. Everybody knows it, and we're going to see that rematch. But I honestly don't see Floyd keeping up with Pac's aggression and his lateral movement and that sneaky straight left. He'll throw it at all angles. It doesn't matter where he's at. He can throw that left from any angle around you.
True. You know something else about this fight that like I said, we kind of mentioned it on our breakdown video, but I think Manny's right hand is going to be another determining factor in this one, because how successful he is with that right hand is going to speak volumes as to how many openings that left hand is going to get against Floyd. Because if Floyd can just key in on stopping the left hand and Manny's right hand is like pedestrian, then I mean Floyd could possibly like make this an easy fight.
I do think he's gonna make Manny have to do something else.
Well, that Pac has, he's watched video. He's actually sat back and watched video on Floyd Mayweather Jr. That means these guys are practicing to practice against this or that, a right hand versus a left hand. And I don't think Floyd's going to be able to slip in that counter right that he's so used to doing. However,
Well, everybody else has been able to do it, so why couldn't Floyd? Tim Bradley was able to do it. Marquez was able to do it. Algeria at times was able to do it.
Yeah.
but this is Floyd. This is Floyd. You're going up against the fucking god of our era, as far as boxing is concerned. No room for mistakes. No room for mistakes. And I don't think Pac is gonna let up on him. I just don't.
I think Floyd is gonna have to be. He's gonna have to come out of his or not be himself. He's gonna have to be more offensive minded while still being defensively intelligent. You know, because his pot shot and 30 punches or whatever he throw around won't get him a decision against a guy that's going to be throwing combination and who's going to look busier whether he's effective or not. So Floyd is going to have
Right.
to he's going to have to get Manny to respect his power, and that means he's going to have to take some chances. I believe his chin is good enough to withstand an early onslaught by Manny, but if he think he's gonna be able to just jab to the body and occasional right hand his way to a
No,
decision, he might as well not even step in the ring because he's gonna lose. Because nobody, he's not gonna get that, especially against Manny Pacquiao, who everybody wants to see Manny Pacquiao win, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And if he goes in with that mind state, then he's already defeated himself.
I
JG,
agree.
anything to say?
it's true. It's true.
What did you say?
$120 million back on your back, right? You can't pot shot Manny. Manny's gonna make that man fight.
Yep.
And Floyd has that. He has that right hook. Okay, when you come on too strong, he throws it. Right, and it's a full leverage, vertical handed right hook. He will land. He will stop you in your tracks. Floyd has power. He's got bad hands. You know what I mean? So it's very rare that he throws it, but it will stop you in your tracks.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to do that to Manny to make Manny be like, oh shit, this man can punch.
But
Man,
Manny's gonna have to control the distance too, and his jab isn't the best. And then his inside game, as my boy JG and Mike also talk about it. His inside game isn't strong, so it's other facets
he doesn't
that
have
Floyd
one.
could. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Floyd has more ways to win this fight, so you know whether he's just gonna have to be active offensively to win it, in my opinion. Whether it's inside or at a distance or whatever, he's just gonna have to let his hands go. But he has more ways to win this fight, in my opinion, than Manny does. But activity is gonna be a big key for Floyd
Huge.
in the outcome of
Mind
this fight.
nobody throws a bunch of punches consistently for a whole fight versus either fighter. Nobody does. So all of us is basically saying, hey, both of them need to be active, win these rounds, but both of them stop everybody from punching back. Like I said, 6 rounds, that's one thing, but a whole fight, it just doesn't happen. So
And
I'm
then,
really interested in seeing.
Manny
and to
can
what you was, go ahead, Damon.
Manny can maintain that action for 12 rounds straight. He can do that.
When he
And
was
keep in
young,
mind, Damon, I
I
don't
would
mean
agree.
stamina.
I disagree with that. I disagree. I think
When he was
old Manny
younger,
could do that. I haven't seen.
Not
We haven't
now.
seen that from recent men.
Hey, and to touch on something that Dwight said earlier about Manny starting slow, that kind of can favor Manny as well. If both guys start slow, Manny's gonna throw a few more punches. So what I'm
Right.
saying, that right there, automatically, if it's gonna be a slow start for Floyd and Manny's gonna be the one that's gonna be the aggressor. It's gonna set the pace, so he's gonna win the rounds off of that. So if he can do that and then turn it up and be effective, then this kind of could turn into an easy victory for him based off of
It can.
Floyd's so slow start and Manny actually capitalizing on Floyd's mistakes. So he brought up a good point to make you think. Floyd really has to be on it this fight.
Because you got to keep in mind, man, if Manny wins the first 2 minutes of round one, he can slow down for the rest of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he can. Kind of like how he did versus Tim Bradley a lot. He can do
Both
that.
fights.
Right. So it kind of depends. He literally can be like, hey, Floyd, since Floyd want to slow down, I'll slow down too. That's cool.
And
And
when he
Floyd
picks
decides
up
to
his pace, yeah,
yeah.
and I do it too. Yep.
Not to mention, I mean, Manny Pacquiao, he can shoot off 5 and 6 in one stanza. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He can walk in and shoot off 5 and 6 punches. Floyd's 1 or 2. Now he's not gonna mug him. Manny Pacquiao's not gonna mug Floyd like Chino did.
He can't do it anyway. He's not as physically strong as Marcos.
No, he's not. So he's gonna be moving side to side, just boom, 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 boom. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. Back up, and he comes in with that bounce. The problem is if Floyd does what Marquez did and times that feint, Anytime that bouncing, then you might see a problem. But I
He
think
will,
Floyd,
Damon.
But
Well,
also,
yeah,
It's just a matter of how soon will he be able to do it. I
he
mean,
also
he'll
has,
time him.
The earlier, the better.
he also has to. He also Manny has to be careful how he lunges in because he leaves himself open, for the right hand and other shots too. So you gotta understand that Floyd's footwork is superb as well. And if he still has
Yeah.
the reflexes and the wherewithal to see where Manny's coming, that can be a big factor as well. Because Manny, he has to like reset himself. He's had to be in a position to punch, whereas Floyd can kind
Right.
of be out of a position and he can still be effective. So
I
Now I
agree.
can say, earlier I had a hard time breaking down what they need to do to win, but I can break down what you can do, like basically what their faults are, because they both have glaring weaknesses that I see just because I watch them so much. That I think that it makes me so hard for me to pick who's gonna win because I can see their faults like easily, and Manny does a lot that's wrong, and Floyd does too. It's just hard to. It's just Floyd is usually so much faster than everybody else. Same thing with Manny, that it's hard for them to make them pay on those faults. So I'm real interested just to see, who's going to be able to use their speed against the other one and time the other one and all that good stuff.
see, what I look at it is Floyd kills you mentally, Manny Pacquiao kills you physically. But in this fight, Floyd is gonna have to kill Manny Pacquiao physically as well as mentally, and Manny can only do one thing, and that's take it to him because he's not gonna outbox him. He can out hustle him, but he's not gonna
He
outbox
may
him. So,
try.
and he may fail, and he will fail.
Well, oh yeah, remember, but think about the Kovalev, and I know Damon was all over this one. Think about the Kovalev B Hop. Whoever thought that he was going to outbox B Hop though?
Nobody.
You know,
True, true. Well, yeah, and that is once he tasted the power, he be how I don't want to say scared, but he thought twice
Oh,
he
about putting
did.
it
he was
in.
He,
And
yeah, he was scared.
yeah, so
I know
maybe
it's disrespectful, but that's the truth.
was like, I don't want to do this.
so I can see that as well.
I mean, y'all know how that goes. Everybody who sparred against somebody bigger than them, you know what it's like when you get hit by somebody.
yeah.
You get hit with a hammer, and you be like, man, I don't want to stop doing this.
Yeah, I don't want
And
to take
that's
that
what,
no more.
yeah, and that's what B Hop did. He was like, shit.
So,
Back in the day, Manny Pacquiao, right? I got fought by him. Things went black. I'm talking about vision went black. Like that, the whole perspective changes. You're like, whoa, you come out of it, you still got this little dude coming at you. Oh, that's what I think
Yeah,
Hey, you know what? I'll say this. Now, something that is kind of being overlooked in this fight. Now, that's like if Mayweather goes into the shoulder roll, I truly believe he's gonna get hit with a lot of flush shots that he normally doesn't get hit with if he goes into that shoulder roll, because because I mean it has a glaring opening for that straight left right up the pipe.
yep. And you know how when
and the left
he
right,
goes down, you know how he kind of bends over,
always
when
to the right.
he's retreat to the on the ropes. That can be another thing that Manny can take advantage with the straight left or come
Yep.
up
I
with.
always wonder why these cats don't throw uppercuts, man. Because if you notice, whenever he throws his lead right, he dips down low. Or either one, he'll try to trap you, or he'll dip low to the right. And I always wonder, like, they know he's getting ready to dip low and roll out to the right, and they never uppercut. They never try to.
You know what?
Because they're afraid that the right hand is
Ghost
going to hit
Trick.
them.
The
Pacquiao,
Ghost
What'd
Trick.
you say?
Pacquiao, weird.
JG, what you say?
I was saying because they're too busy worrying about the right hand lead, and it's so quick that they have no, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to react to that, even though they know it's happening. It's like your first line of defense is don't get hit with the right hand.
But he always leans forward on his back foot, to where it's like, you know, when you in there, I know it's different, but on the
Right.
outside looking in, I'd be like, you don't see him leaning forward.
Yeah,
You
Right.
don't see him trying to set that up.
No, but
So,
you know what though? That's like I was saying. Robert Guerrero tried it multiple times, and
that's what you said.
he was like this short every time.
in the first 2 rounds, he actually countered for it a couple of times
He
too.
did.
Yep, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
He,
could crack him.
he landed. You know what I mean? But Guerrero, the thing with him is he stays in the pocket. He won the mug Floyd. As far as Pacquiao's concerned, Pacquiao has a weird half hook throw under
A
your
real what? I couldn't hear you.
He has a half uppercut, half
Oh,
Oh yeah, like a
the
shotgun.
hybrid punch.
that
Yeah,
he'll throw under your punch.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and
You
that
talking
up
about
jab.
the one he hit Cotto with when he kind of twisted his wrist like this.
Yeah, it's not an up jab. It's just Manny Pacquiao's own little punch.
Right.
Nobody else does it.
You know what else too, Damon? He normally follows it up with the other hand too, which is kind of scary to me. I mean, like he kind of lives and dies by it, but like he normally follows with both, and he doesn't have a line of defense if he misses that. So he has to be very careful of when he uses that. You know what I'm saying?
He also throws his jab without putting his other hand back, which is I'm waiting on somebody. It's like he does this hand is here, and then the other one is there, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
eventually somebody's gonna hook him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Kovalev did the
Marquez
same
did,
thing.
didn't he?
Yeah,
The first
Marquez
knockdown.
did.
Marquez
The
stepped
first knockdown, he got
over.
him with that joint.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did get him with that left hook.
No, Marquez got him with a
So
right hook over the top.
Over the top.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
super hook.
So, yeah. That was
Oh
called
man, when you hit Marquez and super,
Well,
he,
when he when he first knocked Pacquiao down, I was like, whoa.
he put Manny.
Man, he's
I
like,
know
oh
I ain't the only
no.
one who thought steroids. When he knocked him down, I was like, damn, steroids.
Nah, I was just like,
Nah,
damn.
hell nah.
I just thought,
Yeah.
damn, it was gonna. You had a feeling that after that, it was kind of, even though he was kind of winning or whatever. But even though Manny was winning at that point, it just felt different at the knockdown because it was just a clean, beautiful right hook that just sent Pacquiao clean down. Yeah, and Pacquiao, he eventually paid the price. Yeah, that was a beautiful knockout.
And remember the knockout, a lot of people don't really talk about it, but it was a beautiful feint that Marquez actually set up
Yep.
because it was based on the right hand he'd be hitting him with, and he kind of hesitated, and Pacquiao at timed his right hand with the straight left that he'd been having success with, so he hesitated on that one, and then that's when that left the opening for him to hit Pacquiao with the straight right hand and pretty much knock him in the next week.
Marquez did, and I've typed this a million times. Pacquiao has little tiny feint. He does a little tiny feint before he does a double right jab. Marquez took advantage of that feint. It'll be like a 1-1, but the first one is nothing but a little feint.
Yeah.
Floyd is like a hawk. And I'm sure Freddie Roach, you know what I'm saying, with his issues, is talking to that. You know what I mean? But
See, I don't think that Freddie Roach is necessarily going to give them a different game plan because I think that Freddie thinks that right now that Manny's better than Floyd, and if that's the case, then it's like, why change anything?
right.
truth.
But
As this fight is concerned, is the end. It's going to be a battle of footwork. Who's got the feet?
yeah, it's gonna be the placement versus the speed because we all know that Manny Pacquiao is really quick on his feet. Floyd is too, but Floyd is better technically in getting in position to be more successful. And Manny, he's just kind of all herky jerky at times, and
Turkey,
Yeah. Manny is really fast on his feet when he's going forward though. And I
yeah,
just wonder, because there's numerous ways to make a man go back. He don't have to push him. He can use angles and make him reset and go backwards. So
and Floyd has shown times willingly to go backwards. He's willing to go take a step backwards to maybe put himself in position or by force. So we'll know if it's by strategy or by force. Early in the fight.
yeah.
Pacquiao gets jammed up, he does not.
He
He's
does
opposed.
the same thing Amir Khan does.
Yeah, honestly,
Because Ricky
I know
Rios was doing
every.
body work.
Yeah, he was, and so was Margarito, and so was Clotty,
Yeah.
so was Cotto for real on the low.
Man, Cotto did good work the first, like, 3 rounds.
Yeah, he
After
did.
that,
Yeah,
nah.
he was. Like they say, it was looking Hagler Hearns esque.
It's funny, like the
They were going at
rounds that he
it.
got dropped and Cotto was winning. He just
Yeah, he was
happened to
winning that
get
round.
dropped.
That shit hurt.
I know.
No, you know what? The third round knockdown is because Cotto he kind of did what I was saying on the breakdown video. Like when he goes to shoot a jab to the body, he used to dive into it like this, and Manny caught him. Now the one
But
in the
that,
fourth round was the one that hurt it.
yeah, that hurt him. That he was like
Fresh.
shit. He was like, damn. Woo.
Hey, only thing I'm saying, how I know he hurt him because Cotto put his hand up like he was finna do the stanky leg before it was a stanky leg. Hey, he was like, you know the part where he'd be like, I'm wild, do the stanky. That's what Cotto did before he went.
Man, hey,
Man,
look, I knew Cotto was hurt because his face. He looked like when you hung over the next like.
yeah, he like, damn, that just hit you like a ton of bricks. He was like, fuck, I got 8 more rounds of this.
I just think, you know,
Damn,
Cotto
I ain't messing with that
listen.
dark looking no
Like,
more.
how you feel when you bigger than a man and you hooking him? I said, because he was bigger than Manny. And he was hooking the shit out of Manny. And Manny was like, you know what he be doing?
He said, come on, man.
You know what? At that
And
stage,
he kept
that's
tapping his gloves.
Manny would hit himself like, come on.
I'm like, man.
Hey, but you know what? Hey,
Like, I thought we was gonna fight.
hey, but watch out. You know Mayweather's kind of sneaky. You know when Manny gets hit and he does that little glove tap, I wouldn't be surprised to see Floyd try and jump on that or something. You know what I'm saying?
Like he did with Shane Mosley,
Because
over
when
and
Manny
over
Yeah.
and over.
yeah.
I had a question.
Go
What
ahead,
does
man.
everybody think? What does everybody think that Pacquiao is going to do against Floyd's jab to the body?
Hook, right
Over
hook.
top with a right hook. Over top with a right hook.
Right. I kind of just mentioned that right hook over the top, or either
I'm
Or a left hook.
or either
Or uppercut.
that straight right
Or
and straight
maybe,
left.
or maybe a right uppercut. Maybe depends on.
But kind
I
of
don't think he's gonna throw the jab to the body
they
that
ain't
much.
gonna throw the uppercuts though.
Yeah, yeah.
To that
I think
punch,
he's gonna throw the right hand to the body.
I think so too. I agree.
And then Manny can come over top. You know, with the. You think Manny gonna throw the right jab to the body, or?
No. I don't
About
think
Floyd.
Floyd is gonna throw the left jab to the body. I think he's gonna throw the right hand to the body. Just to
Okay,
switch it
okay.
up because of the southpaw.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. That'll be smart.
because if you watch Floyd always does, he does a one up top, then he'll throw right to the sternum, in the area.
Yeah.
Circle back around. What's Pacquiao going to do against that?
You know.
Does he have enough power to stop Pacquiao's assault?
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if
He does.
I think it'd be crazy if Floyd just comes out and just walks him down and mauls him instead of
If he Canelo's him.
Yeah, if he just makes it an inside fighter and just
Like the Ortiz fight.
yeah to an extent like that, he just mauls him and just not let some doesn't give him enough distance and space to get off with those combinations and
That's
makes
the
it an
key.
inside fight.
That's the key. I think the distance is a big key. If there's distance between them, Manny can get leverage on the shots. That's what Manny wants. The closer they are, the more Floyd has a chance of winning, I think.
Yeah, because he can do most of the work on the inside with the uppercuts, and wear down a smaller man. Because Manny is still smaller, and Floyd is not that much bigger. But
Hey, yo. Has Manny shown the ability to have a plan B? I'm trying to think about that.
I was just
Like
saying that. I don't
like
think he ever
if the
had
inside ain't
the
working
easiest
for
fight.
Floyd, he can go to the outside, or he can use
Yeah.
lateral movement or different things. But I don't know that Manny has shown that if it ain't working, that he can do something else.
Maybe if he wasn't knocking out people, maybe just outworking was his plan B all along. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think his plan B is the illusion of landing punches, like he did with Tim Bradley the second time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, all right, I know I'm not really going to hit him flush because Bradley was timing his left hand pretty well at times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I'm just going to be
The
so
second half of the
active
fight.
that, yeah, second half of that second fight.
Anytime I've seen Pac get touched, hurt, or taken away from his game, he starts jumping around. He just starts jumping around. You know what I'm saying? His feet, right, left, right, left. This is no longer a southpaw stance.
It's wasted movement he does.
Yes.
All right, damn you breaking up bad.
But
Hey, but hey, you
I hope Freddie Roach has a backup plan. Really, because he's been talking a lot of shit, and if he doesn't have a backup plan, then it's gonna fall at the feet of him. Because he's saying how Manny's a better fighter. Then we're gonna have to see it then.
What you say, Manny?
I was saying, I think Bradley could have won that fight if he wasn't going for the knockout. Like
I
he
agree.
I mean, he
went in there trying to
possibly-
knock the dude out, man. Like, you're not a knockout artist. Like, what are you doing? Like, if he would have just stick to the game plan, like, it would have been another fight.
I agree. He started out really well in that fight. And then he thought he was Mike Tyson, man. He started swinging and just
Yeah.
he he built like a power puncher, but he can't punch like one.
Yeah, and like
his own muscles and said, yeah.
I tell you
think
what,
about it,
after that,
Bradley hurt him though. Bradley hurt him. If you think about it, Mayweather's way bigger than Bradley though.
He's way bigger puncher, yeah.
Yeah, so like if Bradley caught him, like I can't even like I can't. You know what's gonna happen on Saturday, bro.
Oh man, shit. Dwight that made me think about some different things. So I'm like,
I mean, it's the truth though. I like both fighters equally, but
Right.
like, when is the last time that we saw Mayweather come out on fire? That's not his game, man. His game is he reads you, and if it takes him 6 rounds, then it takes him 6 rounds. But the thing was, when he was in his prime, it took him like 3 rounds, and that was cool. Now it's taking like 5 to 6, and I just don't know that that's gonna be enough time.
But you know what though? That's like if you look at the Judah fight, it's like it took him, like you say, 5 to 6 rounds to really get it down. And I'm wondering if Manny Pacquiao can, if he can take a part of what Judah did, take some of what Corley was doing, and then implicate it into his game, but also using his angles. I'm wondering, kind of like you said, Dwight, can Manny Pacquiao go through and take like the first 6 to 7 rounds? I'm wondering, can he do that?
Go ahead, Mike. Finish your statement.
I'm saying, can he do that with his awkwardness and then implementing what they did best on Floyd Mayweather? I'm wondering, can he do it that way?
I'm thinking Floyd is gonna come out aggressive though. You know what I'm saying? I think Floyd is gonna take his lumps, but Floyd has changed up his training for this fight. I think Floyd is mentally prepared to go through hell, for all in terms speaking, to get this victory, which he needs just to shut up people, not for his legacy, but just for him to know that he's better than Manny. I think he knows that he's gonna have to make Manny feel and respect his power. And then that's when he can do the work that we've accustomed, to see him doing, which is taking his foot off the gas and, slowly but surely dissecting Manny Pacquiao. But Manny Pacquiao is the fighter that's going to bring the true greatness out of Floyd, whether Floyd wants it or not.
Dwight brought up a very interesting point, which makes this fight so intriguing because it's like, it says it takes Floyd 5 to 6 rounds to figure out somebody, but when's the last time we saw somebody really reel off maybe 5 rounds, 5, 6 rounds besides Castillo on Floyd?
Maybe
Because Floyd,
McDonough.
even though it takes him a while to figure you out, he's still winning half of those rounds.
I
Nah,
agree. I agree with what you're saying. I do agree with that. I mean, he's not going to get dominated for 5 rounds. What I'm saying, though, is I think that he knows that he can figure everybody out. So if it takes him, because it's like, even though when I say figure out, from the 6th round on, he dominated Madonna.
Uh-huh.
So it's like when he figures you out, he figures you all the way out and takes away everything from you. And I think it may take 6 rounds for him to do that versus Manny. That doesn't mean that he can't win some rounds in between, though. I just think it'll take 6 rounds before he like really is like, okay, you're not landing your left. That footwork ain't gonna work. That side to side movement, you know,
I see, I
just
see, I see
what he typically does. Say what?
Pacquiao domination first stanza.
Pacquiao domination of his fans. What you say?
It's the first stanza.
Stanza, this first.
Oh, okay. I thought he said dominating his fans. I don't say win.
Pacquiao dominated his fans.
I was wondering the same thing.
No. I see Pacquiao taking the first 6. First stanza. I see Floyd calming him down.
If you lose the first 6, then I mean,
It's over.
it's like a foregone conclusion. He can lose the fight that way. Because if it's any close rounds after that, that means it's more than likely going to be favored to Manny.
Right.
Like I said, man. Yeah.
Crack that man hard. You gotta hit him hard. You gotta hit Manny Pacquiao hard. Make Manny afraid to step in.
I think I personally picked it. I picked Floyd to win by 11-round KO. I think he's gonna catch Manny in a great fight. I believe it's gonna be a fight of the year type fight. Call me crazy, but I just think that that's where they at in this stage of their career. Neither guy is at the top, relatively what we used to seeing, but they still the best two fighters in the world. You can argue Pacquiao, but I think Manny gonna get caught with a right hand, man. That's gonna be perfectly timed and placed. And Floyd is just gonna get the clean KO victory, man. I just think that he's gonna, rise up to the occasion, man. And
Kind of like a hanger.
kind of like who?
Kind of like a hanger.
No, but I think he's gonna get him, man.
No, but you know what, y'all? Hey, I want to thank Dwight, Damon, and Manny for coming on the show with us. We kind of a little past the limit, so we're gonna get ready to wrap this up. Any final words, fellas? I'll start with
mind, man. Keep in mind that Floyd looked like he had all kind of power when he fought Ricky Hatton, somebody who was a little bit smaller than him. Floyd's been fighting bigger, larger fighters for a while now. So now that he's fighting somebody that's a little bit smaller than him or the same size, I think his power is gonna look like it's a lot more than it may be, and that goes for Manny too. So I don't know what the fuck gonna happen. I ain't even trying to sound smart right now.
I'm just ready to see the fight, man.
I'm gonna end it.
hey, just everybody buy from Dwight.
Bye.
You know,
I was about to say that, man.
All right, Damon. Any last words on it?
I'm not making a pick.
Oh, come on.
You know why? Because they always pick against Floyd. So that means man,
I'm gonna
win. Damn.
Win. However, deep down inside, I feel like Pac's gonna pull it off.
Okay.
so you pick it back, yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Manny, any last words, Manny? All right, Mr. Martinez is frozen. So, thank you, fellas, for hopping on, doing this pre-fight show for the fans. Like I say, we appreciate y'all hopping on, taking time out y'all day to hop on and kick it with CBT. So it's definitely appreciated. Big cool. Send us
Yeah, hey,
out.
hopefully y'all can get on the post fight hangout either right after the fight or that Sunday to talk about what we witnessed. But like I said, man, we appreciate y'all, Dwight, Damon, Manny, y'all all knowledgeable guys, man, and y'all did y'all thing, and we look forward to y'all hopping on more with us. So thank y'all for taking time out y'all schedule to participate in this, and we appreciate it.
I appreciate the invite. Y'all be easy.
All right.
Hey,
That's right.
Peace.
All right, ladies
Like
and gentlemen. Cool Cat, Big Cool, and John JG, and
like
we.
that video, subscribe. Comment. I'm sorry, Mike. I had to do that because we gotta let these people know. To like, comment, subscribe to Colossal Box Talk. Head over to Facebook, like our Facebook page, the new one, not that old one. The new Facebook page.
No,
Yeah, fuck the old one.
And fuck that nigga that I'm just joking. Excuse me, but forget the dude that did that. But anyway, follow us on Twitter at Instagram at Colossal CBT. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Smooth Cat is out.